Well, tomorrow marks a very special day in our community, the third annual Cade's Day, created to honor the memory of a Coronado teen and save others from his same fate. The Suicide Prevention and Awareness Fundraiser is turning grief into action and hope. Joining us now are Cade's mom, Megan, and stepdad, Brian, to talk about this meaningful event and how the community can participate. So really, truly, thank you so much for being here today. And I want to just sincerely, just apologize for the grief that you have had to go through. Far too many families share your story. So tomorrow, just a day of hope and education and, just talking openly about a very difficult topic. So thank you again for being here.
Yeah. Thank you.
So it'll be at McPee's right there on Orange in Coronado. There'll be a cornhole tournament, live music, raffles. So just a really beautiful way to honor your son.
Thank you.
Yeah, tell me more about it. What can people expect?
Sure. Cade's Day was born very sadly out of the tragic loss of my beloved son, Cade, at just 16 years old. Yeah. And like anybody, really not knowing quite what to do, Brian and I have decided to forge forward and try to make some hope in our hell. Yeah. And with that, the idea came of a cornhole tournament and a fundraiser to raise funds for mental health, suicide prevention and awareness, as well as scholarshiping students for welding, in which Cade was in a welding college for.
Yeah, and you've already, 90 scholarships and counting, so this is just an incredible thing that you're doing to give back to his fellow welders. Yeah. Sounds like he was just an incredible kid, just into so many things and hobbies. So tell me a little bit more about him.
Yeah, Cade was a dynamic kiddo from a very, very young age, loving everything outdoors, from hunting, fishing, skateboarding, tons of fun outdoor extreme sports, from rock climbing to surfing to high diving, anything really outdoors with wheels, Cade was exceptional at. And in second grade, he really took to making and creating. He had a sewing machine that he made a quilt, and he started doing forging, which is really heavy metal, creating of items like pot racks and railroad spikes and necklaces and jewelry and things like that. So he really had an intrinsic pull to what now we call the welding trade.
Yeah. Sounds like we lost a really good one, so we always want to take something away from this tragedy and again, hopefully save some others, because he did reach out for help. He had posted to Instagram, really detailing his plan, and friends did not take it seriously.
Yeah. Yes, it was brought to our attention that Cade had made videos and posted them on Instagram to a group chat of 11 peers. And sadly, when asked about that, why nobody did anything, they didn't call anybody, get their parents, call us, call the police, call 988, call a friend. Yes. They didn't do anything. And they told us, Megan, Brian, I don't know how to tell you this, but this is a common language that we youth use. It's slang. And so much so that we know that it's sensationalized, it's dismissed, it's excused, so much so that there's, Netflix series about the topic. Yeah. And so very sadly, we had learned that Cade did say something and nobody did anything. And that's where the really ethos and the bedrock of our efforts is, if you see something, say something.
And it is particularly important in our Coronado community. Again, youth, we have the bridge, and our military community. You are a former Navy SEAL, so you understand all too well a horrible statistic: 17 veterans a day are committing suicide.
Yeah, it's sad that we're even mentioning that big of a number. Right. Not a year, but a day. So one of the things, let's see something, say something, is really just, we say the word. The word is suicide, and we need to not be afraid to say it and address it, to get people talking about it. Yeah. And that's kind of really the meaning behind the cornhole. Yeah. It's, you don't know who your partner is, you're gonna have a best friend for the day, and you're going to talk. Yeah. And you're gonna mention it. You're gonna hear what you've the guest speakers, what they said, and you're going to say the word. You're going to talk suicide. And sadly enough, we all probably know someone who's, connected to suicide.
Yeah,
So
sadly, you're
we just
right.
need to say the word, and let's try to lower those numbers down.
Absolutely. And I do want to mention it is not too late to sign up. You can do so even day of. Registration is at noon. Bags will fly at 1. We have an easy QR code even right there on your screen. It's also on cbs8.com. Again, you can register day of. It is Saturday, tomorrow at McPee's. So you've really allowed people to have a very difficult conversation in a fun way. I mean, just a beautiful way to honor your son. I also wanted to mention, a few other stats. It is the second leading cause of death for people ages 10 to 34. So you are also, I understand tomorrow you are going to be calling on people to take out that cell phone, reach out to at least one person, tell them you care, ask them how they're doing. That is such an easy way for all of us to start as a society and do better with this topic.
Yes. And it's not about cornhole.
Right.
You don't have to play. You can show up. There's great raffles. We have good food at McPee's, the live music, and the whole environment is just a good, warm community environment, and you will have fun, I promise.
And Megan, tell me just again, we've spoken off camera and just how much of an impact he is having from above. I mean, it's really quite powerful, the work that he is still continuing to do.
I couldn't agree with you more, Jenny. And we just continue to see the impact that he's making from above and such a far reach, and particularly for the industry that he was a part of. He was becoming a welder, and now to be able to give that chance to people within the trade with our partners at Mesa Community College, as well as workshops for warriors that helps our veterans, that we are really giving back the support for something that Cade loved and did, and furthermore, creating that invitation of lift up your hood, check in on one another, and if you see something, say something.
I mean, what a simple message, again, for teenage parents out there. Just, take action, take it seriously, and check in on one another.
Yes.
What other takeaways, or what do you want us to know about your great kid?
Well, Cade was a creator, like I said. He was a maker. He was truly what I would call a Renaissance man. Of a young kiddo, young adult, at 16. He was working. He was a fabulous cook. He was taking a financial planning course through Charles Schwab. He was an awesome contributor to the household. He was an amazing creator of textiles with clothing, and well on his way to a profession that our country needs more than ever, which is welders.
Well, he really is missed by the world, but again, still having a deep impact. So again, McPee's right there on Orange in Coronado tomorrow, known as the Navy SEAL Bar. So I hope it's a huge success and just a lot of support from our community. Again, head to cbs8.com for that QR code. And thank you for what you're doing. And I am sincerely sorry for your loss. I mean it.
Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate you guys.